This is the Prudential Halftime Report, brought to you by Prudential, bringing strength and stability to America's families through insurance, healthcare, real estate, and financial services. Now, with our live coverage of the NBA Draft Lottery, here's Greg Gumble.
It is halftime of Game 7 between the Knicks and the Heat. Miami leading 49-32. It is Miami's biggest lead of the game. Welcome, everyone, to the 13th annual NBA Draft Lottery being held again at NBA Entertainment in Secaucus, New Jersey. The NBA Draft itself will be held on June the 25th in Charlotte. Today, the order of selection will be determined by the Draft Lottery. Before we get to the lottery, we bring in the commissioner of the NBA, David Stern. It's nice to see you again.
Good to see you.
There are people who have had quieter weeks than you have in the aftermath of the suspensions. In hindsight, are you comfortable with the decisions that were made regarding the Knicks and the Heat?
I don't think that there were any other decisions to be made.
Much has been said about letter of the law versus spirit of the law. And those in favor of spirit of the law say that it could have been kinder toward Patrick Ewing, who might have been a peacemaker or at most an observer, but he was still suspended for coming off the bench.
I think our loyalty here is to all of our players. They all know what the rules are, and it has been uniformly enforced. So, and it's really directed to peacemakers, because nobody knows when somebody is approaching a melee whether that person is a peacemaker or not. And given the size of our players, the proximity to the fans, we decided 3 years ago that if you came off the bench, you were suspended, period, no questions asked. Can you imagine if we decided at this late date that we were going to start selectively enforcing it? Okay,
so what do you say then to those Knicks fans who say, take a look at what happened between Shawn Kemp and Kevin Willis, and going by the letter of the law, according to their interpretation, if you throw any kind of a blow whatsoever, it calls for a suspension, but instead a fine was given?
Judge Gumble, it's with a closed fist. Judge Thorne concluded that when it arrived, it was more of a slap, and there's ample precedent for no suspension in that circumstance.
Okay, so again, you're comfortable with everything that went down this way?
I think the big story would be if we change the rules in this circumstance. I think our fans around the nation, including in New York, would properly be wondering what kind of a league this was.
Okay. For a couple of coaches, they have been making more news than players for a change with the kind of salaries they've been bringing down. There is a salary cap involved for players. Might there ever be one involving coaches?
I don't know, but I think it's terrific if you're going to give somebody who's in charge of your team's fortunes, who has the toughest job in the NBA, give that person the recognition both by title, authority, and money. I think that's fine. The fact of the matter is, no commissioner, no owner, no general manager, no player has ever fired himself because the team isn't doing well. It's usually the coach. And so I have no problem with the recognition that our coaches are getting.
Rick Pitino is the new man in Boston, and depending on how this lottery goes, we may perhaps see the beginning of a revival of the Boston Celtics tradition.
For those Bucks, it doesn't matter how the lottery goes. As I said,
yes.
Look to the coach. It's a tough job, and I'm sure he's up to it.
Commissioner, thank you. Before we proceed with the draft lottery, let's determine what's at stake. Here's a look at some of the players likely to be taken early in the first round. Leading the wave of future NBA stars is the multi-talented big man from Wake Forest, Tim Duncan.
On the wing, ahead it goes, and a steal by Duncan from the half-court line. He'll run in and double dunk it.
He has it all. You know, he can run the floor, he can pass, he can catch. He's got terrific post moves. Whomever, you know, is lucky enough to draft him, it's going to be a contender immediately. I don't care who it is.
Joining Duncan is a fellow All-American versatile swingman, Ron Mercer from Kentucky.
His speed and quickness really impressed everybody. With the work ethic he showed at Kentucky, he's going to be a great player.
Van Horn in the lane, and he scored. Keith Van Horn.
Three-time WAC Player of the Year, Keith Van Horn of Utah, is an intriguing prospect.
You have Keith Van Horn, who some people don't know. Is he a power forward? Is he a small forward? The flip side is he's a terrific offensive basketball player. Great outside shooter, very good low post player, 90% foul shooter.
The Big 12 was dominated in the middle by Texas Tech center Tony Battie.
He's 6'10", he rebounds the ball very well, and he's one of the few players in this year's draft that truly plays above the rim.
And from Villanova comes the Big East Rookie of the Year, forward Tim Thomas.
He's a young kid who I saw in high school and thought was as talented as anybody in the draft last year. He has great, great skills.
On to the rules. The lottery is made up of the 13 teams that did not make the playoffs. It's a weighted system, giving the teams with the poorest records the best chance of securing the top picks. The teams draw for the top 3 picks. The remaining positions are slotted based on the team's regular season records. Under the terms of their expansion agreements, the Toronto Raptors and the Vancouver Grizzlies will take part in the lottery, but neither is eligible for the first pick in the draft until 1999. The best either can do is the second overall pick. Therefore, among the 13 teams in the lottery, the team with the best chance of securing the first pick is the Boston Celtics. Rick Pitino's new team not only owns its own first-round pick, but that of the Dallas Mavericks, which was acquired in a trade last year. Combining those two, Boston has slightly more than a 36% chance of getting the top pick. The team in the lottery with the least chance of getting the first pick is the Cleveland Cavaliers, which just missed the playoffs and has less than a 1% chance of getting the top pick. Now, the actual drawing has just been conducted in a separate room backstage. The process was witnessed by representatives of the lottery teams, different representatives from the individuals sitting here. Because Dallas's pick is owned by Boston, the Mavericks are not taking part in the draft lottery. Now, this is Mark Manoff, a partner in the accounting firm of Ernst & Young. Mr. Manoff is the only person in this studio who knows the results. It will stay that way thanks to NBA Vice President of Security, Horace Ballmer. Now, here are the team representatives. From the Cleveland Cavaliers, President and Chief Operating Officer Wayne Embry. From the Indiana Pacers, their new head coach, 3-time league MVP Larry Bird. From the Sacramento Kings, Vice President of Basketball Operations Jeff Petrie. From the Milwaukee Bucks, the 5th pick in last year's draft, Ray Allen. Representing the Toronto Raptors, Executive Vice President Isaiah Thomas. From the Golden State Warriors, Vice President and Assistant General Manager Al Attles. From the New Jersey Nets, their leading scorer this past season, Kendall Gill. From the Philadelphia 76ers, Team President Pat Croce. Representing the Denver Nuggets, Vice President of Basketball Operations Alan Bristow. From the San Antonio Spurs, their chairman, Peter Holt. From the Boston Celtics, Executive Vice President of Corporate Development, M.L. Carr. And from the Vancouver Grizzlies, President and General Manager, Stu Jackson. We'll be back with Deputy Commissioner Russ Granick's announcement of the top picks of this year's NBA draft right after a word from the NBA.
You have opened your eyes to the needs of others and have taken action.
Why do ordinary kids do extraordinary things? Each year, the Prudential Spirit of Community Awards salutes young Americans in high schools and middle schools who have volunteered their time, energy, and spirit, proving that one person can make a difference. Prudential salutes their spirit.
I'm a victim of child abuse. My life has been ruined because someone abused me very badly. Every day I fight to survive the flashbacks and nightmares. The effects are devastating, and for me, it's lasted my whole life. I suffer because I can't trust anyone. I want to fight back. I want people to know it's wrong to abuse children.
And now, to announce the order of the top picks in this year's NBA draft, here is the Deputy Commissioner of the NBA, Russ Granick.
Good afternoon and welcome to the 1997 NBA Draft Lottery. Since the ping pong balls have already done their job, it's time now to find out the results. The 13th pick goes to the Cleveland Cavaliers. The 12th pick goes to the Indiana Pacers. The 11th pick goes to the Sacramento Kings. The 10th pick goes to the Milwaukee Bucks. The 9th pick goes to the Toronto Raptors. The 8th pick goes to the Golden State Warriors. 7th pick goes to the New Jersey Nets. The 6th pick goes to the Boston Celtics. 5th pick goes to the Denver Nuggets.
So the Philadelphia 76ers move up.
And the 4th pick goes to the Vancouver Grizzlies.
And
now let's see who has the first 3 picks in the
Sixers?
1997 NBA draft.
Sixers, the Celtics, or
The
the
third
Spurs?
pick in the 1997 NBA draft goes to the Boston Celtics. The second pick in the 1997 NBA draft goes to the Philadelphia 76ers. And that means that the first pick in the 1997 NBA draft goes to the San Antonio Spurs. Congratulations.
So the San Antonio Spurs own the first pick in the draft. We will be back to chat with Peter Holt of the Spurs after these messages from your local station.
Get ready. Tonight on NBC, it's Third Rock's Visual Effects Spectacular. A full hour of the biggest Third Rock ever. You won't believe your eyes. The aliens get called back to their planet for 200 years.
What about Mary?
Oh, she'll be dead.
Will Dick go or stay behind?
I want to marry you.
You've never seen anything like this. It's the most incredible visual effects ever seen on television. A must-see Third Rock event. Tonight, only on NBC.
The important thing for me was not to get it when I was 75 years old and retired. It was important for me to get this car now.
You don't have to wait any longer to own the Lexus of your dreams. With our certified pre-owned program, you get all kinds of affordable financing options.
I felt I owed myself, at this stage of my life, a really fine automobile.
Go to a dealership, look at the pre-owned program, and you will find your dream in that lot.
There's only one place you'll find a certified pre-owned Lexus. Tom Wood Lexus.
Hey everybody, time for a Chi-Chi's workout. Today, we're doing crunches. Use only Chi-Chi's seasoning mix and Chi-Chi's taco shells. After a little warm-up, we're ready. And lift and crunch. And lift and crunch. Add the leg. Lift and lift and crunch. Eat with me, people. Don't forget to breathe. And lift and crunch. So don't just sit there. Eat something. Chi-Chi's. Next time, dips.
Well, you bought yourself a great set. You got your cup holder, your vanity mirror, and... Don't touch that!
Buying something big? Use the Bravo Card's innovative reserve line, a second line of credit at a lower rate for your bigger purchases.
So, how's the jacket working out for you?
Of course, within reason.
Great. Hey, where'd you fly off to?
Imagine credit and extra credit. Bravo. Use it where you see the Novus sign.
AJ, Rutherford, and Big Al talk track on the next 13 Sports Jam.
Your destiny is to become immortal.
A legend who battled nature, amazing creatures, and the gods themselves.
You cannot stop me!
On what would become the greatest adventure of all time. Vanessa Williams, Bernadette Peters, and Armand Desante.
You're home now.
The Odyssey, tonight on NBC.
Welcome back to Secaucus, where I am possibly sitting with the Rookie of the Year. Peter Holt is the chairman of the San Antonio Spurs. You were not around last year when the Spurs had neither a number 1 or a number 2 pick. What's your feeling?
Oh, wonderful. Absolutely wonderful.
somebody said, "You sure you want to go with the luck you've had this last season?" And I said, "Sure." And we were due, and it's great. It's great.
Your team suffered through a 20-62 season.
Yes.
Not so much from lack of talent, but through injuries.
Injuries.
What are your thoughts right now on how you'll use that #1 pick?
Well, I think certainly Tim Duncan's the man we're going to look at, and he fits. If you put him with David Robinson and Sean and some of the other players we have, it's going to be a fantastic front line.
Yeah. How did the fans react to the kind of season that you had last year, Peter?
They stuck with us, and so glad for our fans. We've got great fans in San Antonio.
Yeah, it's a matter of your lucky tie. Is that what you said?
Yes, I think it's my lucky Spurs tie.
All right. As far as your head coach?
Head coach should be a very, very happy person.
Yeah,
today.
I'm sure
yes.
will be.
Yes, he's here today also.
All right, congratulations to you.
Great, thank you.
You bet. The San Antonio Spurs with the #1 pick in the draft. Now, by way of review, let's run down for you exactly how the lottery went. San Antonio with the #1 pick, followed by the 76ers, the Boston Celtics with picks #3 and 6, the Grizzlies at #4, Denver at #5, New Jersey 7th, Golden State 8th, the Toronto Raptors 9th, Milwaukee 10th, and then Sacramento, Indiana, and the Cleveland Cavaliers. And that'll do it from here. We're at halftime in Miami. The Heat leading the Knicks by 17, and we'll send it back for the second half right after this.
This has been the Prudential Halftime Report, brought to you by Prudential, bringing strength and stability to America's families through insurance, healthcare, real estate, and financial services.